Okay, so 24 and 25. So really, they fall in actually the younger sort of end of the fellow population that we have here at PICZ, and to a certain extent, they're peers. And I think that having spoken with Nir since actually before we started PICZ, Ariel and I really realized there's a lot to learn from him, from his experiences in the high-tech sector and in what he's now launching with Dotan and with Moshe. So I think it's really very exciting to have you guys, and it's a good opportunity to talk as peers in a way that maybe we weren't able to necessarily with Benny or with Jacob. So let me just throw out the first thing to you: team building. Everyone here is building projects. Everyone here is working on different things. I'm interested in how was it building a team at WeFi, building a team over at Imagination? I can tell that your emotions you're a little bit more you're a little bit more energized about one over the other. But at the same time, what went into building a good team? To what extent is as much cooperation as possible a good idea? To what extent is that a drawback? Where's the point of diminishing returns? Talk to us about team building in your projects, and in a way that maybe we can learn about our own projects.
Okay. Well, in WeFi, for me, it's a little bit different. I mean, I was from the start, but WeFi was meant to be big from the first time. And by the way, we weren't WeFi, we were Contigo. Okay, Contigo is in Spanish, it's with you, together with you. We didn't have the domain name, so anyway. So I was brought into WeFi actually the day we got the money. So and we got the money because people like Yossi Bari, that you probably most of you know from ICQ, that was sold to AOL, stuff like that, and not just from ICQ, is involved in many Israeli startup companies. That when you have someone like this, at the board of directors, and you have other people, strong people from the industry, and I said Yossi Bari, it's enough. The getting the money and the get to start was easy. We had a difficult time at the beginning. Difficult because we're creating something difficult. Our product is not ICQ was difficult, but it's not something that it's easy like this. It's something that involves hardware. But what I can tell you is that money helped, obviously.
What kind of startup money are you talking about?
What was the amount of money that we got?
Profit.
$7.5 million. I wish we could have this. So we had the money, and then we just needed to bring the best people we can. But I believe in startup companies, I believe that there's something more than just money, because you were speaking about a team, and the largest amount of money in the world won't create you a big, great team. And I was observing. I was a member of the team of WeFi, and I was also observing it. We had difficult times, and in my office, I have this article about it's called "Spoiled Startups." Okay, I didn't want us to get spoiled. Okay, so maybe people hated me when we had to go to a vacation and stuff like events and parties and stuff like that. So I believe it's the team. The most money in the world won't create you a team. And actually, I'm very happy that you asked me this question, because right now I'm on a team starting from scratch, from nothing, with two partners that we're all committed to the project. But people are busy. Dotan was working, Moshe is working, and I was asking myself, if I'm honest enough to get into a project like this, because Dotan told me about the idea a year ago, and I wasn't there. I was there, but I wasn't there. I wasn't really working. So I'm trying to bring to the table in Imagination everything I didn't bring to WeFi. And yes, I learned from the experience. Every time we sit till late and work on our project, I believe that through tough times, you get better partners. Sometimes it's tough, but you need to remember it. And our project is Imagination is a very difficult project, but I'm not giving us any free time. I think that the best example, you need to set the example. You need to set the standards. When we went to do this graphic, I went to the graphic designer, apparently he's my friend, but I went to him and I said, his name is Shmulik. I said, Shmulik, I want to reach to the top. I'm world-class standard, like Wi-Fi. I give you a great example about Wi-Fi. There were many times when we didn't know. For example, we wanted to launch Wi-Fi, and we felt we need someone experienced. So we went to the most world-class PR agencies. And even before that, when we needed a help with financial, the stuff, the HR, stuff like this, and when we needed help with graphics, when we needed help with everything, we said, it wasn't me at WeFi, but the vision and the idea was always, you wanna be at high standards, and if it means that I'm not good in business plan, and I want to do a business plan for imagination or for WeFi, I'm going to a company that is experienced, in business plans. And if I'm not good, in this age, most of Dotan knows everything. Okay, he can Google things and he can learn. He's amazing. He's an autodidact. He learns from the internet by now. But he's not. He knows a little bit about graphics, but he's not a great. And I'm using you because it's easy. I like it. We wanted someone really good, so we went to the best. And he's my friend also, but the best graphic designer in Israel. Okay, I'll give you his address. And when we needed help with the business plan, we went to someone who was doing business plans. And it's not just about graphic and business plan. It's also about getting advice from professionals. Start using the language professionals. Yeah, you have a question.
Yeah, maybe first of all I want to compliment you on the Imagine